Hi guys, today I'll show you how I painted my Sons of Horus. I started off with German red-brown over a chaos black undercoat. I'll paint the entire model with the red brown. It's going to serve as the battle damage later on. Once it's dry, I'll apply chipping medium through an airbrush on the entire model. I have left the bolter and the shoulder pads off. They are painted red as well, and I painted. I applied the chipping medium to those as well, and I'll paint them black together with the model as well in the next step. Once the chipping medium is dry, I'll apply black to the entire model. Wait for around an hour so that the chipping medium has fully dried. And make sure you don't add any water in the paint. The chipping medium will react to the water, and you don't want that to happen. So once the black's dry, we can go on to the painting. I used olive green as the first green color. I applied it to the entire model. It's not a real disaster if you leave a little bit of black or the red-brown showing. The first highlight is scurvy green. I applied this in a top-down manner. Now I'll apply a black-gray highlight to the shoulder pads. The next step is a jade green highlight on the green armor of the Space Marine. Again, it's going to be a top-down highlight, where I only highlighted the outer parts of the Marine. Once that's dry, I sprayed every part of the model with water, lots of water. The water will activate the chipping medium underneath the paint. With a toothpick or a special brush, you can then remove the layers of paint from the chipping medium to let the battle damage come through. This might take a bit of practice, so I suggest you, if you're going to try this, you test it on a spare piece of of one of your older models before you're going to try this on your current army / models. Once that's done and all dry, the brush painting can start. And first thing I did was I painted the knee pads with black, leaving the battle damage visible. With black gray, I'm going to highlight the battle damage on the black parts. As for the green armor, the highlights for the battle damage will be a mixture of 4 parts jade green and 1 part white. You can just paint a little thin scratch on the armor by just painting a thin line in a, well, actually random direction. And since I forgot, I needed to do the knee pads on this guy with the black gray, just like I did the shoulder pads. Black metal has then been applied to the metallic parts on the model. And the black metal will be highlighted with gun metal. Old copper has been used as a base for the gold. And this is the moment I glued on the shoulder pads as well. So 2 washes will now be applied. Non-oil will be applied to the metallic parts, and the Argrax Earthshade will be applied to the golden parts. Once dry, Dwarven Gold is applied as a highlight to the golden parts. Silver being used as a highlight to both the silver and the golden parts. I decided to paint all the studs with the silver as well. With Seraphim Sepia I washed the golden parts, and I especially made sure the silver didn't look silver anymore after the wash. Might require 2 coats. You're looking for this result. The next thing is an AK Interactive oil wash, and to thin it down with white spirit, odorless white spirit. Here I apply the wash pure, and I'll gradually mix in the white spirit. As you can see, it runs, the wash runs down the model really quickly. You don't want this to really pool in areas, on the flat areas I mean, but it's not a problem if it pools in the recesses. This requires quite some time to dry, but you can speed the process up with a hair dryer, or just leave it to dry for roughly 20 hours, 24 hours. I didn't want to wait, so I used a hair dryer. Next are the eyes. Started off with painting the entire eye white. And the white is going to be followed by a light red glaze. When the glaze is dry, paint in a white dot in both eyes. And a coat of Lamenter's yellow is applied to the eyes after that. And at this point the model is basically done apart from basing. I used a red brown. I don't recall the exact color at this moment, but I used a red brown for the basing. And the little rocks I painted gold grey, and I highlighted those with white mixed in. I dry brushed after this. I dry brushed the base with Iraqi sand, and I use a weathering powder. And this is the finished model when the rim of the base is painted as well. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe and like and share.